The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
So we are building a machine to make machines, and that is always, more tricky than just, making a product itself. But we've been developing these machines to make the graphene for some years. We'll be near close 9 years now. And really, this factory for graphene factories was always the end goal. It was just how we were going to get there.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Craig Nicol, the Managing Director and CEO of Graphene Manufacturing Group. Craig, very good to speak with you. June was a record month for sales orders for GMG. What's driving that momentum, and can you turn it into sustained revenue growth?
Thanks, Stephen. Great to be back on. And yes, we're very happy with the month of June getting over 400,000 US Australian dollars, in orders, and very close to that in sales. We believe it's sustainable because it's right across the board, various countries, various products, various companies, not one particular one. And we see that momentum. The month could have been a lot bigger, and we see that momentum continuing in months we're seeing and now and into the future. So yes, we do believe it's sustainable because we're seeing it into repeatable purchases for distributors.
Your Gen 2.0 plant's now up and running, Craig. What's the biggest milestone investors should watch for next?
Yeah, so Gen 2 up and running was really a big milestone. We've basically multiplied our production yield by about 20 times our previous technology, and the graphene looks good right now. Over the next 6 months, we'll be commissioning the power generation side of it, so it'll become standalone power. And then we'll be optimizing our production yield. So those are the next two things we'll come out and confirm, on top of just confirming the exact quality. But right now, quality is looking very good, which is the most important thing with our nanomaterial. So, in the next 6 months, we'll come out, we'll confirm that we've got the production yield that we're expecting, or more likely that we're getting more than we're expecting. And then we've also got basically off-grid power generation from the tail gas, which means our production units are really genuinely environmentally low footprint.
You're now investing in the new Fulcrum facility, Craig. Why is this modular factory for graphene factories the right strategy for GMG?
Yeah, well, when we look and we forecast ahead, the demand for our products far outstrips any capacity that we can see by building a few plants, even a few plants in America and Canada on top of what we're expecting in Australia. We really need to develop a machine to build capacity so that we can actually create these products, which we see as being universally needed to reduce energy right across all industries, right across all countries. Energy is a global industry. Everywhere industry is, or people are, energy is consumed, and we can impact that, and we can reduce that energy and costs. So we are building a machine to make machines, and that is always, more tricky than just, making a product itself. But we've been developing these machines to make the graphene for some years. We'll be near close 9 years now. And really, this factory for graphene factories was always the end goal. It was just how we were going to get there. To make this next step was very exciting. We already have the facility, the warehouse, the technology, the people. So really, it's about just executing now, which is, where I love to be.
Thermal XR Enhanced, it's now past 30,000 hours of salt spray testing. How important is that result commercially?
Yeah, so 30,000 hours is just a phenomenal amount of time without corrosion. Most coatings genuinely don't go beyond 3,000 hours. So we are very long lasting. If you talk to various industry leaders, that could mean that you would have no corrosion for more than 150 years of the machine's life. So, that's pretty special. What we see is the market's pretty much split down the middle between customers who want to stop their air conditioning heat exchangers from corroding, and those who want energy savings. So people generally buy our products 50-50 between wanting no corrosion, which obviously 30,000 hours means it's one of the longest lasting, if not the longest lasting coating anti-corrosion in the world. And then The other one is that, we improve the performance of the heat exchanger through our graphene. So it's a pretty important element to our marketing mix and to our product sales. And having 30,000 hours behind us now really sets us to be a very elite amount of anti-corrosion product performance that really very few or no other company has.
Craig, you've got record orders, new production capacity, global expansion plans. What's the biggest challenge on delivering that growth?
Yeah, it's connecting of all of them. It's making sure the sales is coming in online with our production technology and building the right production technology in the right places at the right times. It's enabling, we feel that we've got a good story, so enabling the capital to flow as and when we need it. We're not needing it now, but at some point that'll be needed. So, but then with revenue coming in, we think that should be interesting. Potentially bringing on some debt. We haven't really worked through that, but that's there as well. And then really, the challenge we're working through is some of these companies we're working with are just behemoths and just trying to work out how to actually bite off the elephant, and help them with their energy consumption reductions. That's really the challenge. And trying to work out how to build a business that can sustainably help other businesses which are much bigger than ours all at the same time. And then build a team. The team in the end is delivering this. I'm just one of the team members, and the team has got to build this. And right now we've got a brilliant team, and just keeping that team momentum up to make all that happen. Because it's a big energy requirement to keep pushing it, and the team is there to make that happen. So just keeping that going is definitely also the other challenge.
Craig, I hope you'll keep us updated on that story. Very good speaking with you today.
Thanks, Stephen.
Craig Nicol, Managing Director and CEO of Graphene Manufacturing Group.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors, or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.